The single most powerful investment we can ever make in life is investments in ourselves. This is the last part of the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People series, and I'm really excited. I'm sure if you didn't even read the book, I'm sure you have learned a thing or two from the videos I've shared with you so far. And so sit with me and let's explore the last habits. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video too. Thank you very much. Habit 7. Sharpen the soul. The principles of a balanced self-renewal. There are 4 dimensions of self-renewal. The first is the physical dimension. This talks about caring effectively for our physical bodies, getting the right kinds of food, getting sufficient rest and relaxation, and exercising on a regular basis. He says that most of us say that we don't have enough time to exercise. There's just so much on our plates that we possibly cannot get time anywhere to exercise. But he says that we're talking of just 30 minutes or even 15 minutes of your 24 hours. And yeah, sometimes exercise is hard, and especially if you start new, everything is hard, your body aches and all those things. But it has enormous benefits to our physical health, and even down the line when we are getting old, if you are somebody who used to exercise, there's just so much benefits that comes to it. So find time, be proactive. We have been talking about other ways to better ourselves from the past 6 habits. So be proactive, find a way to exercise. The second is the spiritual dimension. Renewing the spiritual dimension provides leadership to your life. It's the private area of our life, but it's very important. Martin Luther King is quoted as saying, "I have so much to do today, I would need to spend another hour on my knees." To him, prayer was not a duty, but rather a source of power in multiplying and releasing his energies. David McKay also says that the greatest battles of life are fought out daily in the silent chambers of the soul. If you win the battles there, if you settle the issues that inwardly conflict, then you get to have a sense of peace and you even know what you are about. And so this spiritual dimension is very important. If prayer refreshes and renews you, find time daily to do it. If yours is meditation, find time to do it daily. The third is the mental dimension. He says most of our mental development and steady discipline comes through formal education, but most of us after we leave school do not do anything that challenges our minds. Most of us don't do any more reading after school. We don't explore new subjects, that challenges our minds. We don't do anything analytically. We don't read, we don't write. We don't do many things that makes us expand our mind or makes us think things clearly. And most of us just spend our time watching TV. And so education, continual education, like things that you do that expand your mind, is very vital to our mental renewal. He says it's extremely valuable to train the mind to stand apart and have its own program. That's why it's extremely valuable for us to read good books. To read books that expand our minds and to be open to great minds. There's no better way to inform and expand your mind on a regular basis than to get into the habit of reading good literature. And as we popularly hear the saying, the person who doesn't read is no better than the person who cannot read. And so he recommends that start a goal of reading a book a month. And when you are able to do that, then you move to a book every 2 weeks. Then you move to a book every week. And so as I am already doing that, we should read 12 books in 2023. If you haven't read this book yet, join us with the rest of the 11 months for us to read a book every month. And it's not just reading. Writing is also another way to sharpen your mind. And we are not saying become a writer or publish books and all those things, but keep a journal. Write out your thoughts. How did your day go by? Sit down and reflect on your day and just jot something down. You are improving your writing skills and your ability to communicate and the ability to even pour out your thoughts and your habits into something tangible. So learn how to keep a journal and write daily. It will sharpen your mind. Another way is organizing and planning. If you are somebody who plans, you usually see the end in mind, right? If somebody is an architect or whatever and they are drawing up a plan of a house, though they start from the beginning, they have an end in mind, they know what they want to achieve, so they start with the foundation. And so planning and organizing also helps with mental renewal. So have the habit. It even improves your ability to imagine. You're imagining how the end will be and how you want things to work out. So if you wouldn't even read or you wouldn't even write, adopt the ability to always plan and organize your life. The fourth is social or emotional dimension. If you watched part 3 of this series, I spoke about the emotional bank account. So basically this talks about how we live with other people, the kind of things we deposit or the kind of things we do to have a peaceful, cordial relationships with other people, trust, integrity, clear expectations, clear communication, being empathetic and all other things. So you would want to go back and watch that part. And so a balanced self-renewal process includes all these 4 points I have mentioned: the physical, the spiritual, the mental, and the social or emotional dimensions. And so just to talk about all the 7 habits, the first 3 habits 1, 2, and 3 talks about private victory, the things we can work individually on ourselves, how to be proactive, the choices we make, how it affects us, how to manage our lives and all of those things, planning, time management, and that. And then the other part of the book, which is habits 4, 5, and 6, talks of public victories, how to live with other people, how to ensure that we build trust with our friends, our relationships, how to show personal integrity, how to understand people, the way they communicate, how to see things from people's point of view, appreciating the differences we have as human beings. And then the last chapter talks of how to renew, the processes in which we can hone all these 7 habits to be able to live effective lives. And so as we draw the curtains here on this book, there's a quote here by Ezra Benson that I don't know if I should read it to you or just summarize it for you to better understand. He says that if your parents abuse you as a child, it doesn't mean you should also grow up and abuse your children. You are different. That's why we spoke about rewriting scripts. Rewrite the scripts. You don't have to follow the norms or the things that your parents did with you. A tendency that runs through your family for generations can stop with you. You are a transitioned person, a link between the past and the future, and your own change can affect many, many lives downstream. And so change your life, rewrite the scripts. You can work on so many things, your personality, so many other things to help improve your life. I hope you enjoyed this book as much as I did. In fact, this book touches on every area of your life. I don't even know which part of our lives it doesn't touch on. To think it was written so many years ago and the lessons are still valuable today. If you haven't read it, I would actually still recommend that it's not too late to go read it, this incredible book. So subscribe to the channel. In February, we are coming up with another book of the month in which we can read, and I will make up videos and discuss it with you. So subscribe to the channel, share this channel with your friends and let them subscribe too, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.